Quest.
Oh,
Quest.
yeah.
Quest. We do that before interviews.
Yes.
Too,
Wait, can I see that?
Sometimes,
What
yeah.
does that look like?
We're just like, all right, Quest.
All right, Quest.
Quest.
As you head into season 2, what is the question you get most from fans about what's next?
When is season 2 out?
Yeah, when's it coming out?
Yeah, when is it coming out?
I get like a lot of like people asking me like who are the new people like we're casting and like the new.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's very early on. Like a lot of people haven't been casted yet. I mean,
Yeah.
Daniel, who plays my younger/older brother Tyson,
Half brother Tyson.
half brother. He's just so great. I can't wait for people to see him.
He's amazing.
What do fans ask you about?
A lot of people ask me what locations am I specifically filming at, like so they can almost go to. Like they'll be like, I know you're filming in Vancouver, but like. Okay.
No, we are filming in Vancouver.
Okay,
It's fine,
I was like, my heart just dropped. I was like,
As long as you say like 4015 Olive Tree Drive.
I got a random text. Like this was like 2 days ago. Random text, and they were like, "Hey, can you send me the scripts? I forgot them." And I was like, "Oh, of course.
Good.
Yeah, good job. Of course, I'm gonna send you all the 4 that I have."
Yeah.
All right, do fans try and trick you too?
I haven't gotten anyone trying to trick me, but I do get like a lot of like, oh, like what happens, like what's staying, what's leaving, and all I can say is that it's like as a fan of the book, it's everything that I would have wanted.
We heard about this casting at San Diego Comic-Con of Daniel joining the set.
Yes.
Do you guys have any on-set rituals from season 1 that you will want to
Yeah.
initiate him into?
Actually, a lot.
We did this thing like just before every take, and just to like kind of, and like right as they say rolling, we do.
Oh, yes,
We just like look at each other and say like we're on a quest.
Oh,
quest.
yeah.
We're on a quest.
Quest. We do that before interviews.
Yes.
Wait, can I see that?
Sometimes,
What
yeah.
does that look like?
We're just like, all right, quest.
Like, all right, Quest.
Quest.
We were starting to do that with Daniel. But yeah, it's so weird like having a new like cast member and like adding them on to like
Yeah.
the family that we already have.
It's like getting a new sibling.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Where things left in season 1, is it safe to assume that y'all are going to be spending less time together, at least at the beginning of season 2?
Thank God, yeah.
I'm stuck in a cave.
Yeah.
What's
oh my
your
God.
problem, man?
I mean, so much less time with him, which is just fantastic for me. And no, I'm kidding. I love Ari.
Don't touch me.
They love each
Yeah,
other.
we're spending a little bit. Like it's definitely strange because last season it was like most of the time it was just me, Arian, and Leah.
Has that settled in that you guys are going to spend less time together in scenes?
It feels strangely good.
Strangely
No,
good.
joke.
It's definitely weird not having Arian there. It's just like it's a different trio. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I've been
And,
putting Arian's face on Daniel sometimes. They're like, no, joking.
What?
why would you do that to him?
That poor guy.
Yo, guys, it's like you need me to make fun of you.
We spoke to Walker at Comic-Con, and he told us that one of his favorite stunts from the first season was trying to jump onto the back of a matador, I believe it was.
Minotaur.
Minotaur, there we go. What was one of your favorite stunts from season 1?
Well, okay,
You wanna-
so I guess how we going? One of my favorite stunts was probably jumping into the water for the first time. I was so scared that day because it was a one-take time because that's the only time we had dry clothes. And
Time to like switch, get back out.
yeah, and then he kept stressing me out, just kept saying like,
It's gonna be super scary. We only have one take.
Yeah, he's
Leah,
like,
come
"We only have
on.
one take,
if you screw
Leah,
this up,
please."
we're done.
You're fired.
yes, no, literally that's what he said to me. And I thought I was. If you look in the scene, I'm jumping with my knees first because I didn't know how to jump because he was pressuring me. So he just sprints into it and I jump with my knees and that hurt really bad. But that was one of my favorite scenes though.
Nice.
All right, and what about you?
There's a lot. I gotta do a ton of fun like stunts and
I like your
Yeah.
Medusa stunt.
my Medusa stunt was really cool.
Stunt.
There's this shot that someone like took it where after I get like pulled back, I'm on a wire and I get yanked back, and there's a shot of them bringing me back down, and I have my arms out like this, and I look heavenly. I look majestic.
Or 1,000
Yeah,
guys.
the lighting is behind me. I'm like
Oh,
backlit.
golden. We're on the volume stage.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Sorry.
And the scene where we're running from Cerberus is really cool. I also get yanked
I
back.
like that one too.
When you look at that cast, and you think about the characters that you created in your head, how gratified are you to see this cast have such a reception with fans?
It's been incredible. I think it's been beyond anything that I hoped for. And I have to say, now that I write these characters still in novels, I sort of can't distinguish them from the actors because they are so good at inhabiting the parts. And now when I write Percy or Annabeth or Grover, I hear our young cast.
Now, when you see them and you hear them, does it kind of make you think, man, maybe I would have written that character in a different way had I known that this was possible?
I do think that I would have written the characters in a different way had I known 20 years ago that we would end up here and I would have these incredible kids to work with. But it's probably just as well. The story needs to evolve. It needs to be refreshed for a new generation. And they are absolutely the perfect cast to do it.
Now, one of the reasons why fans have loved the series so much is that the adaptation is super faithful to your written word.
Yeah, that's true. It is a very faithful adaptation. At the same time, the TV format has allowed us to sort of dig into the side stories, the backstory history of the characters, and answer questions that fans of the books have been asking for 2 decades now. And in the series, they finally get those deep cuts and that real understanding of the characters. It's been incredible to work on.
What has been your favorite scene and or episode or moment that you're like, you know what, they nailed that?
Yeah, I think some of my favorite moments in season 1 were really the ones that were not in the book, strangely enough. The scenes with Percy's parents, Sally and Poseidon, so beautiful, so moving, and the actors were just incredible. They are scenes I could watch over and over.
Now, Rick, you caused a little bit of a social media sensation recently by suggesting that in season 2, fans may see a little bit of the big house. Is that true?
Oh, well, I do think we'll see the big house. I think that there's a lot of things that are in the second book that have not been on the screen before that you're going to get to see this time around. I don't want to get too specific, but if you like season 1, I can guarantee you're going to love season 2.